So it's kinda really hard to tell what's going on, not gonna lie. So like, I'm playing this game, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm not gonna be able to show you full. Oh god, this guy. But last time I got this guy, I also managed to just attack them so much that they got destroyed. Like in season 1, they used to be like plonk stalling everything, but like with a speed gap anyway, so it was like they were like 3 ps per second. They seemed like 1.9, so you never really know what to expect. But thankfully now I know what to expect. I can expect misdrops, that's great. I think we can fix it though. What the hell am I doing? If I lose this, that's totally legit. Because what am I even doing? Okay. Oh no! Well. Okay, okay. Emil says, my hard drop button, I have started to double click. No, but you can use the thingy, the debouncing thing. What's it called? Chatter blocker. Yes, the keyboard chatter blocker. I think that should work. That's what I was doing for a while, and it was working fine-ish. Okay. Maybe? Ah, they blocked it. How did that get over there? Wait a second. I definitely did not put that there. Whatever, I guess. I can't do this. No! Okay. Okay. Yum. Really? Okay. If the S vibe's going strong. Wow, it is pure MTS. Okay, okay. That's great. Not really, but we are gonna work with it. If this thing doesn't throw me by throwing my piece to the right. What the heck? That's fine. I think I can still get out because they kind of forgot to attack. Oh, that's bad. Nice. Hontnock says, okay, the problem I had with the problem was that it was block actual inputs with the chatter blocker. Oh. I think it should be a matter of your settings. It was working well for me most of the time, but maybe I was just playing slowly. I don't really know. It was decent. Like, I could play with it. What am I doing? Oh, that's so sad. That is so sad. That is entirely my fault. Never mind. I'm dying to nothing. Emil says, pro strats, first make a lot of cheese and T-spin combo. Exactly. You gotta do that because people just don't know how to downstack cheese most of the time. So they're trying to block it. They're trying to block it because they're uncomfortable with it. So if you get it on their board anyway, then it's pretty dope. Oh my god. Dude, I'm dying to nothing. MD opener all the time. Honnok says, I tried different settings and either it would block actual inputs or no inputs. So you bought a new keyboard from Logitech. I mean, I also have a Logitech keyboard. It's a pretty good one. Okay. Die. Emil says, what Logitech keyboard is recommended for Tetrio? I am using the G915X. And it is a Logitech keyboard and it's pretty good. I like it. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. People would do anything to guard some cheese because they're afraid of it. Die. Okay, so we cut back up. Who's got the cheese? Apparently they did, thankfully. Honok says, I'll be bluntly honest, in most cases buying better hardware won't make you play better keyboard most cases. I bought the new keyboard and my, what do you call it? My PPS went up by, how much was it? It was like 0.4 actually, like it went up by 0.4 PPS, which is like not exactly, what do you call it, you can't just ignore that, like it's significant improvement. And it was entirely because I could like reduce my DAS, as like now my keyboard was more predictable. Okay. This dude thinks that I am gonna get stuck in cheese. Let's see if that's gonna be the case. Always think that just sending like 5 lines of cheese, oh no, I'm gonna die. No, I'm not. Okay. Okay. Imp DS wards. Look at this dude. As if I didn't see what he's doing. Well, don't be too surprised, we are now stalling. Damn it. Oh boy. Lamau. Ah, Francis said I have to hit the sheets. Enjoy your stream, Zhun. Thank you, Francis, for being here. I will be watching you finish the final boss of and the final dungeon of Cave Story. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really fun, I think. I hope so anyway. Especially because you are on easy mode, because if you were not on easy mode, it would be hard. Like, it's really super hard. I struggled with that dude back in the day. Oh, whoops. Oh no. Ah! Oh, you got lucky. Soup says, I like the psychological warfare aspect. There's all kinds of it here, not gonna lie. Eddie Wow says, hi Zhun, I hope TL is treating you well today. Well, I just have to win this round and it's gonna be treating me well. If I lose this, then it's gonna be treating me poorly. This is the first game of the night anyway, so that's not particularly surprising. I misdropped that real bad. Oh. Look at this dude! Damn, they'll be like, damn, I'm actually remember how to fight. They did not like the stall fast that was earlier, so now they're trying to close it a little faster. We're gonna see how it goes. The problem is that I typically do better against people who are stalling than against people who don't, but alas, we are gonna see. Okay, fine. Okay. Nice. Fressy says, when weren't I fun? I don't know, I don't keep track of that. It's probably not a thing that ever happened, was it? Let's see. Oh, wait, that's actually really pretty. But I am not sure if I have the pieces to do it. Oh man, this is so cursed. It's over. Oh, it's even better. Goodbye. Oh, that's great. So apparently TL is treating me well. Also, that was a pretty big spike. I don't know if you know. GG easy, it's never easy. But I feel like that was a very nice spike. Morning Cloud 374? 74. Okay. So that was good. Let's try again. There are people who stole a lot. So like for example 4 is 21k, but there's a lot of stalling. And if you are stalling a lot with that particular speed, then you are vulnerable to large spikes. Like for example here, I don't know. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Let's see who it is. Panemi. Okay, anything can happen. Who this? Plonk. Hermit, invisible mode. The hell does that mean? Boggled toggle, okay. Well then, that's definitely gonna be a game. Okay. Okay. Oh no, I'm late. Okay, my opponent is very defensive, but they misdrop. Meow. Johannes says, clickety-clack! Hello, the man with opinions. It has been a while since I had an opinion, especially in the domain you're speaking of. Maybe I... Okay. Oh man. Okay. Oh ho! My opponent is very interesting. Because their current playstyle does not reflect their stats. Okay, so they are very good at guarding. This is the night of the plonkers. I was not expecting such a thing. Oh no. It's gonna be tricky. Johannes says, I'm pretty sure if I open X, I might find some. Maybe. But don't post them here, that's a different account. Emil says, I gotta get some sleep, starting work at 5:20 AM. Damn. I have to wake up at like, I don't know, 7 AM or something. Which is reasonable. I haven't told you because, I don't know, I haven't mentioned it yet, but like, I was assigned to a project that I really didn't want to join. And at my work meeting, the guy, the CTO guy asks, does anyone have any questions on S? And I'm like, yeah, I don't know what the F I'm still doing here. And after saying that, apparently what they ended up doing is that they're giving me a significant raise so that I don't just leave. I guess they realized that I'm not kidding this time. I would have left. I was just about to contact someone with like a really good opportunity where I was like, I can get significantly more money elsewhere doing half the work. So like, come on, what am I doing here? And then they were like, well, we are not reducing your work amount, but we are, well, greatly improving the amount of money you get. Which is good, because I was underpaid, especially in this field of work. So that's what happened, and as such I cannot actually have this stream way late at night because I have to go in. That's like the one catch, that it's not, what do you call it? Oh. Like I have to be there, in person, can't just sleep in, and then be like, yeah, I'm gonna do it a little later. Bro, why? I don't like this. Did you mess up? Yes. Johannes says, oh, protecting you from being stolen by Russians. They were going to be, it's not Russia. It was gonna be, what was it gonna be? I think it was like Lithuania, I think? But they were Russians in Lithuania, so technically you're not wrong, actually. Are you kidding me? You're actually guarding that. Okay, good. Last time you said you are considering a new job. Technically that's exactly what happened. So like there were Russians, but the Russians were like in another country and remote. But I did not take that job because I was thinking about it. I really was. Because it was gonna pay so much better. But apparently I told them how much I would be getting if I like took the job, and they were like, yeah, we can give you that. I'm like, okay. That just proves that they could have given me that anytime, they just didn't. But yeah, this is significantly less work because if I had been like, yeah, I'm leaving Y, then they would have had to find a new developer and then set up their access and everything else and stuff. Like, it would have been so much extra work, it was just like not worth it. Oh, I messed up so bad. That's legit throwing. Nice. Rafi says, I just got 240 versus by a 21.3k U ranker. That does happen a lot, doesn't it? It's because you send a lot of cleans, so they downstack it, and then they send it all back. It's kind of wild. The real sad part is when you don't send that and they send you that much anyway. Which does happen also. Kinda stressful. Do I have... Okay, nice. Oh, look at them guarding. I see you. Oh, I messed up. Why are these people not X? Because not enough people are playing Tetrio. It's really that simple. Like 1% of people is X. So if we wanna have more people in X, all you have to do is have more people playing the game. Ah. Anybody says, I hit 22k today, the hard part is not dropping down again, which feels inevitable. Not gonna lie, true, I reached it at twice actually, and I then fell down. And I have not recovered. I see what you're doing, just send it, I'm gonna guard. Mostly. Kind of as expected. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's... Greed. I greeded too much. Damn, I'm getting plonked. I'm getting plonked. Kind of frustrating, but... At least I can't complain that they're just like, oh no, going at it ham and not doing anything else beyond doing the opener. Which is generally my strat these days. So like even then it would be hypocritical to complain about that, but... Oh, never mind, I'm losing. Unless... Oh, whatever, I guess. Sad. That's fine. It does happen. Honestly, it happens more than you'd think. Let's see, Ponemi. Apparently last time it was 7-5. Oh, I let them get away with it. Did I miss you catching bunnies? Asking Annie, and the answer is meow. 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 Oh, thank you for the follow, Ponemi. My new rule is that I only say GG if the other person said GG first. Honnok says, time to convince everyone at my school to play Tetrio. Apparently my school has about 800 pupils. If I can convince those to play Tetrio, then assuming they all get like D rank, then easier X ranks for everyone. honestly true. Like, if we could get 20,000 people who are like not good at the game to rank, then you would extend X rank by like 200, I think. Yeah, 200. So like, imagine that. I have been top 700. I have been top 502. So like, if there had been 20,000 more players, I would have been X right there and then. Anybody says I only say GG if I win. That also makes sense. That's also why I like to close the game when it says game. So I don't have to see it and reply to it. It's great. It resolves you from so much social trauma, you know? Bonami says GG also X ranks are built a bit too built different. I was really close. I was one game win away from X. I was position 506. It shows on that thing on the top right. So that's how I know. So like, I think it's possible. I just have to like stop being bad at the game. But also, people say, oh no, it's fine. You just have to, I don't know, time your things better. I'm like, dude, you have 5 PPS sprint and you are doing 2.7 PPS in game. I have 3.2 PPS sprint and have only 2.1 PPS average. So obviously, yes, if I was almost twice as fast as I am, I could in fact time things better, but I'm not that fast. So obviously I'm gonna be stuck here forever. It's fine though. Letach. So Annie was asking if I have played the bunny catcher game, and I have not. I am planning on playing it. In fact, I should show you what we're talking about, because Annie is a legend when it comes to capturing rabbits. It's true. If only I could find it easily, but they have this silly letter in the name. Oh, do I have Steam working? It's like an overlay. Oh god, I'm dead anyway. It's fine. So I can like show you Steam. So Pocket Down the Bomberos. This game, the question was, am I gonna be playing it? And eventually, I do wanna play it. It's really fun. And it is on a discount and stuff because it is the Steam sale. So like, if you wanna buy a game now, this is probably the time to do it. Oh no. What is this? Ah! Oh, 3.17 PPS. Well. And he says, I spent 5 hours trying to get South 13 on stream because I got it unrecorded. But like, why do I keep getting good scores unrecorded? Oh. S13. That's the rabbit, right? Like, that is a rabbit. Ah, not what I needed. Got him! S13-1 would be the bunny. No, S13 is when you survive the fastest speed in TGM3. Oh, well, I had no idea. I guess it's not a bunny after all, never mind. Okay. No, what have I... What the heck is that? Whatever. Okay, it's fine. Oh, I'm dead, aren't I? Okay. Where did you get the other spike? Jesus. You have to survive for 20 seconds and clear one line when the level hits 1000. 299, okay. I'm never gonna do that. I can tell you that much. I am going to capture bunnies, but I am never gonna do that TGM challenge thing. Oh, I am so dead. Honok says, TBH, I need to play classic mode in TGM at some point. Best thing I did in class was S6 in TGM 1. Oh. I still don't know if that's good or not. But it's better than my score, that's for sure. Oh wait, that's not a thing. Okay, got it. How did I even get that? Okay, so I need to survive the initial attack, and then I have some chance, but not a lot of it. Please tell me that works. Woohoo! That did work, let's go! Ah. No, no! I just noticed what I'm up against, and I'm not happy. I'm not happy about that, because I was about to die right there and then. And still am actually. Oh, never mind, I'm dead. I am so dead now. That's what you get for me dropping ones. Monog is asking, are you gonna get TGM 4 at launch? I don't think so, because it's expensive. Probably. I don't actually know how much it costs. Something about this is not right. Does it work? No, it's not enough. No, 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 no. Oh, I'm so dead. I am not gonna die to that much cheese though. Like, that's... I am going to die to that spike though. Wait. Oh, but that's not gonna do anything. I don't have time for that. Well, okay then. Is it your stream music or the game's music? No, this is stream music. This is currently called Saturnal from Arpeggiator EP, I think. So if I read the text inside this music, it says, "Don't cry, with 4 hours of music by day, ya will be able to make great musics. Ah, believe me, oh, my best credit for Dr. Awesome. See you another latest by the Arpeggiator. Now I'm going to take a bath, see ya dudes." That's what it says inside this song. That's what it says in the meta info of this song. I'm gonna go take a bath. I like how it goes. You want a link? Okay, I'm gonna grab you a link. Hold up. Saturnal mod archive. I think this should be that. Oh. Let me check. Saturnal. You have it. Who this? Rex D. But I got noticed by Senpai. Look at that. Rex D flip note. Oh god. Nope. Okay, let's play another one, why not? Honestly, people told me just stop caring about your rank and instead just play for fun. And what I found out while I was playing this game off stream is that this game is only fun if you stream it. But on the bright side, don't you have Rexy on your Discord friend list? I think I probably do. In fact, if we had Season 1 replay ability, like if we could play Season 1 replays, then you could see that I have like 200 matches played against Rex D. Like 1v1s. We were just playing friendly 1v1s like 3 years ago. That was when he was streaming, you know, as Aurora XD live, and he was like streaming to me and GP is the best. We were like the 2 major viewers and we were always there. But then the flip note thing came in because Rex D. Oh, hey Powerbuff. So yeah, so Rex D was like experimenting with music. He was like, I'm going to make a new music every single day. And then he made new music every single day. And then he was like, I'm going to make a new flip note every single day. And then he started making the flip notes. And you know what happened? People were like, oh my god, this is actually awesome. This is actually great. I love it. It's like 20 seconds, so it doesn't take a lot of time to like process it, check it. You're just like, oh, I'm gonna see yet another flip note tomorrow. It's gonna be super fun. And so what happened is that people realized that this is actually super freaking cool. And as such, he became very popular. What is this? Okay. Which is great, because he has been making videos since like the end of time, or the beginning of time, or something of the sort. Like a very long time ago. Like he was making videos for many years actually, many years. Like a whole bunch of it was super freaking dank memes. I feel like people just didn't get them. Neither did me, because I don't know, I'm old. Oh god, I'm dead. Any sand to replay on Discord? Okay. After this one. The heck is that? No, that's bad. Actually, never mind. Dude. Nope. Okay. I messed up. Nice. Monkey King? What? Okay, so this is a tough duel because my opponent is way faster than me. Might not look like that, but they are. So I have to be very vigilant. Really? Oh no. That's what I get for saying be vigilant and then I'm not. Oh god, no way. That's bad. Yup. Okay. Okay. Nice! Johannes says, finally finished doing my totally not so copied and recycled code project. Well done! See ya! Thanks for jumping in, it was fun. Yeah. Nice. So funny thing is that I don't actually do extended SDPC spin. Like a whole bunch of people think that I'm doing it every single game, which technically you're right about this extended upstack part, but I'm not doing like the opener, you know, the opener that people know about. Like I don't actually do that opener. Oh no. Ah, unfortunate. But it's a great way to learn how to get into 6-3 stacking, and once you're done with that, you know how to, well, stride, but more like, I don't know, what do I do with that? Huh? That was most definitely a thing. Nice! Mountain Dew, hello. Okay, but okay, that sounds great. I'm looking at what they're doing and it doesn't make any sense to me. And maybe I'm just missing something. Got him. Rafy says, I lost to two 21.3k players that beat 22.6k. I love being inconsistent. That's great. Like, not gonna lie, you never really know what to expect. Like, there are people who are just strong in isolation. So, like, even though, like, you can beat someone who is playing differently, that doesn't mean that you will be able to handle whatever those people at like 21.3k throw at you, because a lot of opener into death happens at that range. So like if they manage to get their opener done, it's really rough, and it's kind of funny how we're still talking about like opener meaning despite so many changes being done to the game so that this would like not be the focus. But as long as the game is 7-bag, and I'm honestly kind of tired of saying this, but it's still true. As long as the game is 7-bag, openers are just the way you play the game. So as long as you don't like misdrop or have to downstack something, you are doing an opener. it's just never gonna stop. Like as long as this game is 7-bag, it's just the way this game is played. Which previously I was like, that's sad, like that takes away the puzzle aspect, but one could also argue, why do you have a board state that requires puzzle solving? Like, your goal is to have something that you can resolve fast, so why is your board so bad that you have to think about it? Are you kidding me? That should... no, it did not kill. That's great. Nice. Cheeky J spin? Yep. Hotnug is like 0-2 in Stratosphere. Oh no, does that mean you're actually already out? Dude, I don't ever join Stratosphere. Like, I don't expect to win any games. So... so I just don't join it. I will just leave Dorami do it. Not that I have to like do anything for Dorami to participate. Oh gosh! Ow, 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 ow. You're already out. Yeah, that reminds me of the first time I joined Taos U. And I got utterly destroyed 0-7 by someone who got to X rank like the next week. And I was like, why am I even here? Oh no. Oh no. I can get this. Damn it. Okay, so the opener is killing me. I have to guard it. I have to stop sending so much and I have to guard instead. Really? Okay. I have to stop greeting. I really have to just go down and not die to that. I have to just not die to that. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. No! Oh, that's bad. Oh, if you win this, I swear. You have no reason to win this. Wait, what? No! No, 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 no. They missed it! Good, good, good. Do that, please. Do that. Let's go. Oh man. Okay, I had to get up for a moment because my yuzu tea is ready, but it had like this huge filter thing in it, and I just can't drink it like that. Look at that, the guy turned on the 0.8 BPS factor deck. Actually, you know what, I'm not gonna lose, I'm just gonna send like plus 0.6 BPS more. You know, it's kind of weird how people can just do that. Like, they just sit down and at will they're like, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna play like 5 times faster. Actually, it's not 5, but you know, 0.5 BPS. Like, I wanna be able to do that. Like, normally I'm like 2. Like, this is my fastest. Look at that, opener win 2.8 BPS. People are like, at will, they're like, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna send like 3 times more. The heck? Alright, can my replay be viewed now? I guess. Look at that, so that's 2.8 PPS, and they just go above that, but not normally, but just sometimes. It's so weird. Like, I feel like if people didn't hold back so much, they would be winning more games. Let's see, so I got pinged. It's first to 7+4 versus Mojbot. Okay, let's look at it. We are all happy back at 21.6k anyway. Okay, so it's Annie versus Mojbot. Mojbot is a known bot. As you can see, it says all bots must have this tag, otherwise it will be banned. But Mojbot is very strong. So what you need to know about Mojbot, that it's actually crazy powerful. Frank Big Time says, I don't like playing against opener mains, and I would love the 7+ back change, but on the other hand, they aren't doing anything wrong, and honestly, it's Tetrio. Why wouldn't they cater to the opener mains instead of me? You know, that is a philosophical debate that was very long in the 7+X bag discussion on the Discord. And like, I feel like if you look at it long enough, you find out that the reason why opener mains exist is because that's the way to play 7 bag. So like, if you are making a C-spin, then that's just how you build it every single time in the first 2 bags, like reliably. So when you have MS2, people named it MS2, but it's really just the C-spin in the middle of the board, right? So like, when you're like, I want more randomization so you cannot get what you want every single time, then the reason why we think this, or at least that's my idea anyway, is that we expect this game to be more like Classic, where there is randomness. So like there is difficulty in building the thing instead of knowing how the thing is built, and it's like almost purely a mechanical skill to place it there as fast as you can. And one day, like I was really salty about this for a long time. If you were on the Discord, and you have seen how insufferable I used to be about this, but then I realized that the reason here is as simple as that. Like this game is more like a typing game, more like a speed cubing, like the squares on the cube don't change. The question is how fast can you realign the pieces back to where they belong, right? It's like if you know eternal return, right? Like if you have memorized how to do eternal return, then there's no reason for you to do anything else except eternal return until you have to downstack. So technically, you don't know what eternal return is. I'm gonna show you this replay quite soon, Annie. You are not gonna get scammed. It's opened. I'm not gonna be able to forget it. Here's Edge. So eternal return, invented by Love Mantis. So if you look at the history of this thing, you find out that the only one who changed, like added it, was actually not Love Mantis this time, which is fascinating. But yeah, so there's this thing called eternal return. What is this? So if you look at it, it says first bag, second bag, third bag, fourth bag, fifth bag. It's practically, if you see, you upstack a quadwell C-spin, you know? So I feel like this is practically a quadwell upstack into this TSD dono on the left. Then you get this quad, you make the TST, afterwards you get a C-spin. And once you do all these steps, DT cannon on the ninth bag, and when you get this DT cannon TSD in the middle, you actually go back to the fifth. So you end up looping the fifth to the ninth bag over and over again. This is how it works. And you keep making DT cannon, C-spin, DT cannon, C-spin. And you probably will have just like poor downstacking capabilities, and your eyepieces, you can't get the quad with them as much. Like this is your own quad, but if you get garbage at any point, you're gonna like mess up and it's gonna fail. Unless you do it fast enough, and that's where it comes in. X plus ranks, they just do LST, or I guess they could be doing this, I don't know, with 5 PPS. So because they are twice as fast as you, they will always guard your attack and send more. You just have to be twice as fast. Well, this is easy to say, isn't it? But really, like, I don't know if this is correct, so I'm just gonna look it up. But there's this thing called the Nyquist criterion. Let me check this. So it says, the Nyquist criterion refers to a graphical technique used to determine the stability of a dynamical system, particularly in control engineering. Dude, I hated that class, but it might help me right now. It involves analyzing the Nyquist plot of the open loop transfer function. This is BS, they're just literally messing around with numbers. It's not even like tricky numbers, it's just like a 2D vector. Anyway, this says the stability of a closed loop system. Okay, so where is the number? Give me this. This is so much more complicated than I wanted it to be. But the idea was gonna be that if you take a sample of the same thing twice as fast, then you will always guard the incoming attack, and you will always attack in between the two attacks. As such, if someone is playing twice as fast as you and is sending at the same time, they will win. There's like no hope, because you're not getting garbage in, but you're receiving garbage. So as such, it really just boils down to, can you be twice as fast as your opponent? And the answer is probably not, but there's a whole bunch of people who can do it anyway, so up to you, lol. Anyway, so yeah, it says you can always do the Tetris, you can always do the TST, you can always do, it's like, these are all always possible, and if you do this every single time, you will always be able to have this. Perhaps you meant the Nyquist theorem and not the Nyquist criterion. Oh gosh, that could be it. Theorem, let me check. Oh, this is it! The Nyquist-Shannon sampling theorem. Soup jumping in with the clutch save. Said I don't seem like I have no idea what I'm talking about. I have no idea what I'm talking about. But if you look at this, yeah, I think this is gonna be it. Oh god, this is so long. Where am I looking at it? Theorem, if function xt contains no frequencies higher than bHz, then it can be completely determined from its ordinate at a sequence of points spaced less than 1 per 2b seconds apart. This is such a roundabout way of saying what I was trying to say, dude. No one's gonna understand this. I'm kinda sad. That's a problem with mathematicians. Like, they give you all this stuff and they're literally just saying, yo, can you add these numbers together? And they're like, hell yeah, brother. That's practically what it does. And instead it looks like this. Who does this? Who gave, why are you doing this? Like, this obviously would make more sense if you use, like, I don't know, the real symbols. But anyway, it's been such a long time since I looked at math, dude. I thought I would understand what I'm looking at, but instead it's just this. But yes, I'm pretty sure I was talking about this, but like the idea of it, because this is what it would be. And what is the frequency at which you can actually measure the wave instead of just getting some random nonsense at the middle? Yeah, I don't know. That's just, this is beyond me now. It's been too long. It's been too long. It's been actually 10 years, so like no surprise, I forgot. But yes, so Eternal Return, like, I never memorized this, but imagine that if I could do this with 4.5 PPS, I would probably win a whole bunch of games as long as my opponent is only 2.3 PPS at most. And it's a really cool loop, like, because you get a DT cannon, and then a C-spin, and then a Tetris, and then a DT cannon, like, you get it. Like, people look at it like, oh my god, you're really good at this game, but you're actually repeating the same thing really freaking fast, right? Like, that's the idea. But it's really cool though. Anyway, Mechanical Heart, question mark. I did start with this on the stream. Like, if you are consistent enough, if you can do the thing fast enough, you will probably win. I don't know. I'm losing. So Annie had a replay redeem, and I'm gonna look at it now. And it's a really good thing that we're looking at it, because that means that in the meantime I can totally check what I missed out in chat. It's great. Let me go up. Annie, is there a reason why your SDF is not infinite? I feel like you would be a lot faster. Oh no, ow. Ouch. Let's see, Frank Pop says, I'm bored. This reminds me of a movie that I watched a while ago. It was called... Oh, that's a really nice mini T-spin. Mini? Yo, wait. Oh yeah, of course. This is not all spin. I really like this spin. This is a really fun spin. Look at it go. I love that. So this reminds me of a movie that I watched. Are you gonna be able to... No. Okay. So the movie was called Waking Life, and in Waking Life there's this moment in the movie where there's this alien guy talking to the main protagonist who's dead. Shocker, that's like a major spoiler, also not really, because he dies in like the very first 3 minutes of the movie. Anyways, so there's this alien guy talking to him in his dream, and he says, there is no reason for you to be bored, because this is the most exciting time to be alive. And I'm like, that sounds easy to say, lol. But on the other hand though, it does make you think, or at least it makes me think, like, what am I doing with my time if I'm bored while doing it, you know? There are so many things you can do. I have 5,200 games on Steam and I'm not playing any of them. Imagine that. But while I'm streaming this game, I'm not bored. So like, if you're bored, my recommendation is to do something in the meantime that's like fun. I also sometimes think that fun is a luxury, because it is a thing that you don't get paid for. And whenever you're not earning money, you're actually... how should I say this? Either you paid for it yourself with like your past self, or someone else did it for you, which is very fascinating. You don't think about it when you're young. You're like, yeah, do I have this? Do I not have this? That's all you know. But like, I think I'm going into 1000 tangents. It's really weird to see how Mochbot is 1 PPS. Yo, that ice spin, the reason why Mochbot gets away with everything it does is because it can do reliable ice spins. Like when I do ice spins, stuff just doesn't work, dude. Yo, tank combo. Crazy. Zoom. Frank says I cannot use this opener. Eternal Return, unfortunate. But it is really fun to look at, probably. I have not seen anyone actually do Eternal Return. It's just one of the things that people talk about as a thing that you could theoretically do, but they don't do it. Mechanical Heart, like RT Exile, now known as Lamped Exile, actually does it mid-game and it's great. So yeah, Frank, about the openers, I really do think that the problem is us, because we wanted this game to be something that's less like speed cubing and more like classic Tetris. And it's not. It's just not. And apparently when it was harder to like KO the other person because you had to make your own attacks instead of just getting clean garbage, making the same thing you do over and over again really fast, people complained endlessly saying that the games are too long. So now we're back in this, like whatever this is. I feel like it's better than Season 1, but I wouldn't say that it's as fun as probably 7+2 bag would be, but there's a bunch of people who are like, but there's so much cheese down stack, and I'm like, yeah, but that's the random part of the game, like that's fun. And they're like, no, it's not, and like, I don't get you. But they don't get me, so it's pretty much like, it's like if you were like speaking 2 different languages, even though it's the same freaking game. Like, I don't mind cheese downstack. The real sad part is when you get stuck in it enough that like the LSD or whatever people do all the time, it still like KOs you. Yo, that was gonna be a really cool thing with the J setup on the left. I would have loved that. Frank says, it takes too long to send the first garbage. I would be dead before I got to it. Oh. Damn it. the up stack. People kill you in 9 seconds. Oh yeah. That makes sense, yeah, because especially if you TKI. If you TKI and send the clean garbage, then people are gonna be like, oh yeah, here's a free quad well, and then they're just gonna send you the C-spin from like the SDP C-spin. I really like that clean donation. Oh no, is this death? Looks like death to me. Are you winning this? There's no. And he says, I don't have infinite SDF because I prefer soft drop over sonic drop. I guess that makes sense. I guess that makes perfect sense as like a reason. I prefer it that way. Stay true stay true to yourself, Annie. Supup says, do something unboring is what you're telling me. Exactly! Like, this is why it frustrates me when I play this game at night at 3 AM off stream, and it just keeps pissing me off, and I'm like, why am I doing this? Like, I know out of habit that makes perfect sense as much, like at first, like you think of it that way, it makes sense. I do it a lot, so I'm doing it again. Like, you don't even feel like it, so why are you here is the question. Well, right now, I was prepared. I was mentally prepared to win or lose, doesn't matter. And when you're streaming this game, it gets a lot more fun. Also, Mochbot is crazy with the all spins, dude. Did it speed up? Am I imagining things? Does this bot burst? Does this bot actually time attacks? What? I've never seen that. Wait, why would you do... Huh? Sometimes I feel like it's speeding up. Oh, that's pretty. Yum. Rayfish is asking how many next pieces does Mochbot see. I actually don't know. Unfortunately, I don't know much about Mochbot. All I know about it is it's really efficient. And the weird thing about it is that, like, oh, that's a really fascinating spin. Look at that. I'm gonna slow it down. Oh, okay. I thought there's a little more to it than that, but... And it says the hard part when fighting Mojbot is default S2 settings, without opener phase or gravity. I'm not sure, but yes. Frank says, Classic Tetris isn't really like Classic Tetris either. You have to roll to be competitive. This is true. Like, it actually did become like a matter of can you execute the key presses fast enough, and it's only possible if you change the way you do your inputs like entirely. And there was a time when I was like, do I really want to watch this? They keep getting away with whatever they have, and like it was true at the time, but they adjusted the rule set, so like people don't just get away out of anything because they sped up the game so that like it doesn't become an endless stall of like a 40-minute match. But it's kind of crazy. It's really crazy how it changed everything, that people can input things faster now than the originally intended way, which was the DAS and the RR settings of the game. Yo, that's Z-Speed triple on the Mojbot side. Let's look at this again because it was really fascinating. Look at that. So they have this. That is so smart. I wish I could see that. Dude, this bot is smart. So yeah, rolling changed everything about Classic. And like, whenever this comes up, I kinda miss Tetrinat. I don't know if you know this, actually I have told you before multiple times, but like Tetrio isn't my first competitive multiplayer Tetris-like game. Oh, that's a really funky eye spin. Because the one that I used to play was called Tetrinet, and it was like when I was like 12 or 13 or something, so it was like 20 years ago. And in that game actually, so like in what do you call it? In Tetrinet, you had a 12-vibe board, you had no holds, and you had to make quads technically, so that you would get like these special blocks. Like, because I was always playing with special blocks. Special blocks were really fun. So like the way it worked is that you would, if you would clear 2 lines, then you would get 1 special block on your board. If you got a triple, then you will get 2 special blocks on your board in 2 different lines. And if, I think, mostly. And if you got like a quad, then you get 4 special blocks in your stack. And after that, oh no, you can't get that. Oh, that was gonna be such a nice C-spin. So the way it worked is that once you had the special blocks in your board, what you would need to do is you would have to clear the line in order to get like at least 1 of the special blocks so that you could use it later. And like if you would get it with like 1 line clear, then you will get 1 of it. If you did it with a 2 line clear, then you will get 2 of it. If you would get it with 3, then you will get it 3 of it. And if you got it with 4, then you will get 4 of the special blocks. And the special blocks had varying effects. So like some of them, like there was one called Block Quake. And if you used Block Quake, then you selected which opponent to send it at. And if you sent it at an opponent, then it would turn that entire board into cheese. But it wasn't that easy because there was also this other special block, switch boards, and you could switch your board with the other person. So you like misdrop a whole bunch or get like block waked or whatever, and then you would switch the board to the opponent's board, and then like they were stuck with it now. It was great. And then there was also the other one called add line. You would add like 1 garbage line from the bottom. There was clear line, which you would like target yourself with, and it would clear a line. And there were some other stuff. So it was actually really crazy. I really enjoyed playing that. And like, the one problem with this opener thing is that it really just becomes both about like, can you execute the thing fast enough? But I guess it's really more like a party game if you were to have mechanics like that, where you literally just switch your opponent board to yours. Or vice versa. It's really crazy though, it was really fun. I don't even know why I stopped playing it. Other than that, nobody knows about it anymore, so like you would not find players. That was such a beautiful surge into a quick spike. Surpup says this bot is too smart, one day Mochbot will take over the world. I think it's already happening. Like, it's practically Gabe Lewis, but it's a bot. Eddie Vo says, I heard the Mochbot creator will add screen watching soon. Oh god. That's gonna be crazy. And he says, what do you mean funky? It's just CV. Well, for whatever reason, I think the eyepiece rotations are always the opposite of what you would expect it to be in this game. Rafis says, watching any greed hurts my soul. Well, what else can you do? You gotta win somehow. Rafis says, Switchboard is just bad game design. Dude, it was so fun! Don't knock it till you try it. It was super fun. I loved it. Like, and you had this other thing you could use that was like, what do you call it? The nuke board. So like, if you got hit with this kind of thing, then if you had a nuke board, then you would like entirely reset your board. Just get the surge. Okay, good. Like, is it bad game design if it's fun though? Like, that's the real question. Overall, I feel like Tetrio measures a different kind of skill. I do also kind of wish that there were more of those pop-up parties or whatnot, you know, like the one that they had with Dimensio's birthday. I feel like that's what this game really needs, you know? You know how they had like Pentaminos, Curse Minos, 10x10s and whatnot? I feel like that was great. Like, I just need the wacky nonsense. I don't wanna get the same pieces every time. Would you have that in a competitive mode? Well, I don't know. But it was a fun mode. I'm not gonna complain about fun. I feel like it was actually super freaking great though. Like, that event was great. It's what you want from like these mod managed community events where there's a whole bunch of these weird modes. And it lasted for like an hour and 40 minutes. I think it was like 2 hours long. Meanwhile, I'm just watching Annie play the game and are you getting this? Nyom. Poor Moj. Oh, yay! Mojbot is actually back. It's not over yet. Look at that counting to 4 thing going on. It's the thing that I never do. Nyom, J-Spin. I feel like if you had surged, it could have potentially got the opponent. Or maybe not, I don't know. I never have fought Mojbot. Honestly, if Tetrinet 2 didn't ask you to like input a, what do you call it, an email address when you register, I would say, hey, we should go try some Tetrinet 2 for funsies. It's practically the same as Tetrinet 1, except there's holding. Frank says, I remember Tetrinet, it had all the goofy abilities. Yes! They can defend with gravity too. Yeah, there was the thing, the block gravity, that's what it was called, and it would just drag all the pieces downwards and it would clear down the whole bunch of cheese. Exactly. Angel of Diamond, hello. I don't even know where I am on this chat list at the moment. And he says, could I play a game with your S3 settings? Yes, that way I can hurt Rayfish's soul even more. Let's go. Surpup says, Zun is gonna reference Dimensio's Doomsday every single stream at this point. Did I do that last time? Did I actually do that? Like, I didn't... I'm not saying it because, hey, I won a badge, so it's really freaking fun. No, like, I feel like the chaos that's in those modes is what people want. That's what I want. That's what I want. It's great. Frank says, watching Annie is way nicer than watching the bot. I don't really understand what the bot is doing. Yeah, there's some weird look ahead shenanigans that the bot is doing. That's like, my look ahead for OSPN is just not good enough. Like when I see it done, I'm like, oh, I guess that makes sense. That's what it was doing. Okay, so it's all spin plus with, what is it? Messiness within attack 0 point this, avoid. What else? If I remember, it's also 7 plus 2. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Let me just catch up with the very end of chat, and then I will start. Frank says, Annie's play is like maximal beauty within my understanding. Dude, Annie's gameplay is insane. It's SRS X. Damn it, you remembered. We can do that. Where is it? There we go. And he says, how did I do that? Did you see what I did? I have seen many things. If you remember, it was 0.5 and not 425. Honestly, I have been adjusting it, but you do remember. Well, I guess we can go with that too. Let's go with that. Self obsessed. Zhung, can I 1v1 you after Annie? Yes, tell me the kind of rules that you want, and then we can make it happen. Reality is your oyster or something. I have no idea. Oh, what have I done? Imagine if I was this smart. But no, I just misrolled. Nice. Just regular TL is fine. Okay, let's do that after this one. I really like the 7 plus 2 bag because now I can't... Zun is fighting a level 11 CPU from tech. I have no idea about these levels, so I will just say that I am fighting Annie. Oh no. That's bad. Ow. I lost to 1.43 PPS. Bruh. I really need to downstack more. It's fine. Oh, that's bad. I feel like I got inflicted by the 7-bag brain rot. It does happen sometimes. Gotcha. Peak entertainment. Okay, that's good. So, let's see if I can make this. I can't make it. I'm actually sad. Zone Y? What do you mean? I'm doing things. Doesn't it make perfect sense? No? No? Probably not. Hahaha! Survived! See, the problem is the spikes, the problem is misdrops. Not for long. Dude, you should have seen. You should have seen my misdrop. Of course I didn't live after that. Anyway, let's see. How does throw? What? What? That piece was not what I was thinking it is. That piece was not what I was thinking. Really? Okay. Oh, my fingers. Peak misdrop. I need some yuzu tea. Oh, it's cold. Saj. That game did in fact last quite a bit. It was a good game. Nice. Frank says, I'm sorry Zun, I used to want to play like you, now I want to play like Annie. The betrayal goes crazy. Honestly, I'm not surprised. If I could play like any, I would. I mean, technically I can, I just don't really know enough to do it. No! So I actually fully understand. And he's like, dot, 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 how dare you die to that? Please don't do this to me. Okay. And he's disappointed, no. No! I am so dead. Damn it. GG's. So, I need to heat up my yuzu tea, it's too cold. Zip. Let me save this. Well, you didn't. GG, well played. Okay. I'm glad you enjoyed it. There are times when we play, like Annie and me, we play a game and then Annie is like, not a GG, this was bad. Like, okay. But this time. Okay, let me grab my user from the microwave. Fun fact, it's impossible to have a stream without tea facts. Angel of Diamond says, well, I have to stream, bye. Well, thank you for being here, Angel of Diamond. I hope you had fun. You get a almost shout out, except I'm really bad at it. Imagine that, I can't even copy paste this. You expect me to win? You are playing Tetris, some kind of Tetris. I don't know what kind. Microwave oven, dude, I played against microwave oven. I actually won. It was fascinating. It was in TL2. Lupomino. How much of chat did I miss? Zip. Okay. Pop is a highly defensive player and really freaking good at it. So we have every reason to be afraid. Seven back brain rot starts again. It really does. It really does. You are playing Nupominant Haboris. What is Haboris? I have never once heard of Haboris, even though I watch almost every stream. Well, okay, that's not true. It used to be true. I can't unfortunately, I can't watch every stream anymore at all times. I remember back in the day of the pandemic, like I was literally living and breathing Tetris in all shape and form. Like I would know about everything, everywhere, always. Dude, ow. Ow! Yo, what a fractal. Okay. Okay. Ninja says, Heboris is like Hebomai's version of TGM. Oh, I see. And don't forget my favorite game, Puyo Puyo. I would like Puyo Puyo, but I don't think I have the brain cells to actually play it. I have tried to play Puyo Puyo. And guess what? I was not winning. On the other hand, I did see what real Puyo gameplay looks like. Oh no. I was fighting this person called Senpai, and they were like, don't worry, I'm going to make it fair, I'm not gonna rotate. I'm like, what do you mean you're not gonna rotate? How do you... what the hell? and then I got utterly destroyed by Senpai, who was playing without any rotations. He has a good matchup against my Puyo style, but I can beat him, dude. Angel, we really need someone who can like play Puyo, and then you match them. And then I'm gonna... and then I'm gonna steal the content by hosting the games. Dun dun dun. Seriously though, it's kinda crazy what people can do in Puyo. I unfortunately do have to sleep tonight. Solo pop because I got this new job thing. Well, technically it's my old job, but a new job at my old job. That was the widest freaking spike I've ever done in my entire life. Oh my goodness. Damn, that's crazy. So yeah, it is my same job as before, but I was assigned to, well, the team I kinda didn't wanna get assigned to. And then I was like, okay, that's great, not really, but I will just go with it, I guess, kappa. But I was actually looking for like an alternate job. I was totally looking for a new job. I was like, I don't know why I'm still here. And I actually did end up telling them that. I was like, I don't know why I'm here. Like, this is obviously the opposite of what I wanted. And then was like, well, the real problem here is that I know that people are paid significantly more or significantly less, so why am I here anyway? So then they were like, actually, we're just gonna give you more money, and then you will probably stay, right? And I was like, well, I can't really argue with that, so so that's what happened. Don't think I'm rich, but at least I'm gonna stop being as poor, kappa. Maple says, hi, can I send replay? Yes, you can in the Discord, I think. And then I can look at it, and then I can watch it. We already did watch one replay earlier. We can definitely watch another one. Oh god. Damn, I got plonked. I got so plonked, dude. Angel says, Senpai is insane for Power Tails. I don't even know what that means. What I'm happy about is that I won against Dr. Dan in first 30. Well done. Well done. Oh, I don't know how well they play, but if it's an achievement to win against them, then they're probably crazy. As in, like, crazy freaking good. Nice. Angel says Tail is the end of the chain, okay? Then he's first or second best USA Puyo player, insane. And then he says, Power Tails, imagine your Tetrio combo that ends in a TST. Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds good. You know I'm not gonna send you clean. What the hell is... Okay. Yeah. Law. Gotcha. Hands in a T-spin hexa, okay. Dude, Puyo is insane. I tried playing it once, but I have to learn so much more about it. But I have heard the idea, it was actually from Senpai. Senpai said this, that Senpai likes Puyo because it's a real puzzle game. And I was like, okay. That's really freaking wild, dude. I don't know how you do the things you do, but it sure is freaking impressive. Mid-game BT, it was actually mid-game BTC. So it's not even just a regular BT. How did I get that? I don't think I can get that. Oh, I am dead. Yes, I am. Finding Bitcoin mid-game. No, it's not Bitcoin. It's a BT cannon. It's not the same thing. BTC. Oh, I get the joke. I get the joke. I don't know. I don't do enough crypto to get the joke immediately. Oh my goodness. Nice. GG's. How do you even mine crypto? I have no idea. But you had better chances of finding Bitcoin like 12 years ago. As far as I know though, it's like the general idea behind it. Yummy spikes. You weren't in America 12 years ago? Fair enough. You could have still mined Bitcoin if you had the GPUs to do it. That was the end. Well, I should go bye. Good night, Angel of Diamond. Thank you for being here. One day I will witness your Puyo gameplay. Wait, Mapples, where are you? And he says, I have an RTX 3060, is that bad? Not only is it not bad, it's actually better than my GPU. But you don't really wanna do like crypto mining on your actual GPU because the whole thing can like burn. you can like overdo it. But not gonna lie, the real problem though is that like at this point it's probably not worth it. You're not gonna find much. It's already been mined. So like there's this artificial scarcity aspect of Bitcoin. I'm getting into it even though I shouldn't. So there's this artificial scarcity aspect of Bitcoin. The claim is that there's only a limited number of numbers that satisfy these particular things, you know, these requirements for it to be like proper Bitcoin. And so if you find them, then great, you now have Bitcoin. And because there's way too much of it, like people have mined it, but there's not a lot of it, so you get like a part of a Bitcoin now, and then you just say things like, hey guys, I have 0.2 258 Bitcoin or whatever. That's what it says. And it's like practically money recreated. So that it's like, as long as people think Bitcoin has value because of its artificial scarcity, it has value. And if they ever were like, actually, never mind, this thing doesn't make any sense. This thing doesn't make any sense, then the whole thing would just collapse and it would be like, this is not actually currency, goodbye. This is literally just numbers on a piece of paper. So who knows? That didn't happen in the past few years, but it did happen to NFTs. People were like, this is just an MS Paint drawing. This has no value. So people keep trying to reinvent money in a different way. And sometimes it succeeds and sometimes it's Dogecoin. I do not have any crypto, by the way. So if you wanna get rich from crypto, don't ask me for advice. I do not know. I do not know. That's why I'm working. That's why I'm working tomorrow. And I have to go into the office. It's gonna be great. Probably. But it's gonna be great now that they gave me a raise. Oh damn. Yo, that ice spin! Yo, that's crazy. What a spike! Don't tell me your opponent lives this. Dude, I hate this game sometimes. You sent a 41 spike and your opponent didn't do anything to survive it. Like, it's crazy. This thing is so crazy, dude. Like, I do... Like... If only you could have gotten that quad. Was it possible? Was it possible to get the quad? Feel like... No, it wasn't. Aw, I wish you could have gotten that quad. It would have won for sure. Like, what is this? Your opponent is just hanging out here at the very bottom of the board. They got like one TSS, 3 combo quad, and it leaves a 41 spike. Like, I don't know, man. Sometimes in this game, the amount of effort it takes to guard something just doesn't seem to match what you expect from an attack to be. Or maybe it's just me, but I was expecting for that spike to win. And that's why you can never trust people to just lose to something. Rafi says, I just realized I'm 36th on the opener main leaderboard. Hermes, hello. What is up? Dude, I got a raise. But I have to also go into the office. I am going to be integrated with a team that I never wanted to join in the first place. And I was like, you know what? I could actually just leave, guys. Like, there's no reason for me to be here. And they're like, actually, would you do it for more money? And then they gave me an offer, but I was like, okay, sure, I guess I won't leave yet. It's a good thing. It's a good thing when that happens, but not gonna lie, the reason why they can afford it because I was so insanely undercut before. That they can have such a significant raise and still come off with a profit. Because should I get into this? Should I tell you about this? Like, I'm at my job, you know, like I'm an Android developer, I write Android software. Lately I've mostly been fixing Android software, but if you look at it, like you squint a little, you find out that it's the same thing. It's like I was fixing stuff and there's like 6 projects. I'm fixing the 6 projects, you know, for like the price of 1 project. And then people at like the bank, they get effectively plus 50% as their wage to their hand. Like after tax, they have like plus 50% of the money, and they are only working on one. They're only working on 1 project. This is the 21.3k you lost earlier. Good luck. I hope they don't win this time, but I won against them last time, so maybe this time. But they used to be X. And if it says that they used to be X, you should expect them to be strong. Dude, I misdropped. I misdropped again! That's great! That's great! That's awesome. Oh no. So knowing that, I was like, people get significantly more money for doing well, 1 project instead of 6. So why am I here? Tell me. And they were like, we can fix this. And I was like, okay. That sounds like a great plan. Let's go with that. Are they gonna guard? Oh, they did. Oh, damn it! Really? Okay, nice. And he says, you can celebrate every time you shatter their hopes and dreams of doing a 4 PPS pea soup. This is the nice thing about Season 2. Like, back in the day, this really would have been like, oh, they did it faster, so you're dead. But not anymore. Okay. Not again. Bruh. So they used to be X, so you know that they're powerful. In fact, average 100 APM, and this sprint speed, bonkers. The fact that I won against them last time is honestly crazy. I don't know how they threw like that. Like, you would expect that speed to win against me, like, no matter what it does. But apparently there are things that you can do that I would still win. What the? They expected me to die here. Anything can happen. That's beautiful. Got him! Oh no, I should not have. Well done. I had 173 APM. I don't know if you saw that, but that was crazy. Dude thinks that sending 1 line of cheese is gonna get me. Dude, that was my PB. My sprint PB was literally cheese. Why would I die to that? Oh, whoops. Look at you going free PPS. It happens sometimes. Miss PC, I was not going for a PC, so it's all good. So Rayfish, I really hope that they don't reverse me. I really hope they don't reverse, but for whatever reason... Oh god! I noticed what they're doing and I'm like, oh no. You heard me say oh god, which is practically why I was actually thinking. They dropped. Okay, that's good. Let's go with that. This is not fair. Are you sure? Are you sure it's not fair? Why are they so inconsistent? I don't know. They basically blitzing for like half the time and then lost their counter spike. In fact, my previous time was also 7-3 against them. Look at that. Last time they said GLHF, but this time they just gave up. They're like, no GLHF. Just lose. Unlike last time. And now I won again. It's good though. Like, look at this. It was also 7-3 last time. Look at that. It was 2 days ago, 4 AM. Like that. So I won here just like that last time as well. Look at 150 APM. How did I do that? How did I even do that? How are they so inconsistent? How am I so inconsistent? Look at that, they're blitzing their heart out for no particular reason whatsoever. They have the 3 lines of cheese down there. Oh, that's so sad. What did I send? I wasn't really paying attention. Oh man, oh, 28 spike. Yeah. Salpap says, are you ZhunGamer and are you ZhunGaming? Technically yes, That dude we just fought, they have over 100 APM average. And they used to be X rank and they are super freaking fast and somehow we beat them 7-3 again. So that's great. But I'm still not 21.7k. I don't know why it's not happening. Dude, it's so hard to get TR in this day. And it says, Mari 50 APM, this is why I never win against you in season 2, you have turned into a strider. This is the thing that works. I didn't want it to be this way, but I also cannot just, I don't know, do the opposite of what works, right? Rafi says, at this point 240 versus is requirement for getting X rank. X rank is so far away, dude. I got to 22k the other day, but it's like 22.4. It's actually almost easier to get people here by getting like 20,000 players, and then this rank would actually still not be X rank. Well done. But I have had a position that would be. And he says, if you were in Minecraft, I might feed you warped fungus and ride on you with a saddle. I don't play Warcraft, I mean Minecraft, so I actually don't really get the reference. But I hope that's a good thing. Is it fun to be like saddled? Actually, I'm not even gonna get into this. Never mind. Let's see, do I have content labels off? Yes, I do, good. This is not a mature rated game, the more you know. Rafi says, you can average less, but then you would not stay in X. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't have that versus. I don't have the speed to have that versus. And honestly, there was a time when I decided that, like, the whole goal here is to think less. And sometimes it works. It doesn't work all the time, but it does work. Panic Time says, is it fun to be settled? Fair enough. I think this should work. No. That works. This is gonna make zero sense out of context. And he says, it's not a fun thing to be saddles. Also, striders in Minecraft allow the players to travel across lava and they habitate in hell, but they call it the nether. Dude, you're making me wanna play some... It's been 2 hours, okay. So I have to go sleep at any cost in like 90 minutes. At like 1:30 a.m. because I have to wake up at around like 7 or something and I have to go to the office and I'm getting paid a lot more because of that, so that's great. Rafi says, honestly, I don't think you think enough in TL. Well, I always wanted to think, and then you know what happens? People LSD you to death immediately. They're like, oh, here's like a 20 spike and a 5 surge. Because we do this every time with 5 PPS. I'm like, well, I guess that's not a thing I'm gonna do, Cup, but like as long as T-spin doubles are as strong as they are, there's like no reason for me to, I don't know. The only thing I do is stall sometimes so that I can get some clean garbage in. But it's even less about like getting the clean garbage. Look at that, 20.6k and 2.52. Look at this speed. This is actually gonna be a more difficult fight than the previous one. Like, you don't have time to think. You don't have time to think in this game. Like, it's so mechanically focused that you only think if you made a mistake. And like, because of how fast people are, you cannot even afford to make a mistake. Look at that. Send it. Okay, good. I found out the secret to being fast, and to be fast, all you have to do is not think. You have to not think about the things that you do, but get the right result anyway. Oh god. Honestly, it doesn't matter what I think anyway, I'm just gonna misdrop half the time. Is this dude actually trying to MDS Plonk? They're so fast, what are you doing now? Okay, that's an LSD is setup. That's an LSD setup. Send it. Good. Die. Miss Neo TSS, I am not even gonna try to think about Neo TSS. Like, bro, good. The goal in TL is to win by any means necessary. Yo, extended! I am very proud of my pupil. Shut up, Pop. I don't have time to make those things. Of course I would see them. I do not have time. Oh no. Nice. But yes, DT E-spin STT, unfortunate. I don't think I have the time you're talking about actually. I hesitated at the start, so now I'm dead. Or not. Okay, so we're down to the Imp DS phase of this fight, which is good, because unless I get spiked after I misdrop once, like really severely, I am so much more likely to get that. Nice. Like, I used to think a lot. I was like, I'm gonna make this setup, and then this setup, and then this setup. You know what those setups actually were? Stacking errors! It was the saddest realization for me to realize that all the things that I learned how to do and look super cool, there's no... oh my god. There's no reason for me to make them, because it's just a stacking error. Also, I messed up. The goal of the game is to get as many TSDs and quads as possible without getting garbage. Oh my god. Okay! How was your stream? What were you up to? Unfortunately, I missed it because I had this scheduled stream that I had to do. So I missed out entirely. I hope you had fun though. For example, here, let's see. Can I get the spin? I guess I can get a King Crimson, never mind. You're just gonna go fast. Your art is not improving at all. Oh no. I would ask, what have you changed to make it better? But on the other hand, I actually don't know enough about art to give you like a good answer or tip or anything of the sort. So like, if I ask that sort of question... No, it lost focus! It lost focus! That is so bad! What do you mean it lost focus in the middle of the... oh my god. That is so bad. Did you see it pop up? It said out of focus. Nothing took the focus. Anyway, I was so prepared to guard that. And then that happened. I was like, bruh. Limo. No, not again. Oh my god. Okay, this time it was my fault. That's fine. So Pop said, as a professional novice beginner, art is a pain. It probably always is until you like become this magical thing that can like always create everything at all times. They're like, hey, just make this thing for me, and you're like, oh my god, yes. And then you sit down and it just works out with like barely any effort of any kind. Honestly, it reminds me of like when people get good at sprint, you know? When people like don't really know how to sprint fast and well, and they're like, oh my god, I've got this really good sprint record, I am so happy. But it's like not gonna get you a job as an artist, right? Like that's a problem. So you think about it for a moment, and like if someone is good at sprinting though, then they can create what you can create with like a whole ton of effort with minimal effort. It's actually quite fascinating. Am I getting this? Oh, they're leaving. I just have to tank this and then some. GG's. I'm gonna say meow. Will I get 21.7? Please! Oh my god, we're back. We are so back. You're back, I'm back.